What's up everyone, Brickset here with another showcase of some vintage LEGO Star Wars minifigures, us having some Luke's and Anakin's, Obi-Wan's and Anakin's, excuse me. But yeah, so if at any point you end up enjoying today's video, a like is always appreciated and a subscription if you are enjoying my channel here. Now we are going to start off just by getting right into it, taking a look at the earlier of all of these minifigures. Let's just start with these first. By the way, quick disclaimer, these are not technically the very first variations, some of them. They do give us more than a great representation of what they looked like at this time. So for in the terms of this video, they are more than great enough. But here is these Padawan Anakin. By the way, I don't believe any of these figs have any back printing, so you won't really take a look at that in specific, but the headpiece is extremely simple. Yeah, just very simple. Definitely, it does rely on the hair a lot for looks, but the hair is also very simple. You know, by far the most complex thing is the torso, which actually looks pretty decent. With the Padawan braid in the robe, no printing on the legs, you have just a normal cape. This is a very basic figure. Extremely simple, but does everything that it needs to do. So, basically, yeah, it could be better, but it also, LEGO could have been a little bit more lazy. Alright, here is Obi-Wan Kenobi. We're not going to go into the weapons too much, but that is a chrome hilt, by the way, if you were wondering. This time he's a little bit more interesting because of more color, because of course the torso, he's not all brown like he is. But he does, I believe, share a very similar head to the Luke Skywalkers, though. That is definitely worth mentioning. Same hair, except in brown. Same cape, of course. So they're similar, but the printing between the two are definitely what sets them apart the most. And you definitely get quite a different expressions, though. Obi-Wan looks a lot more serious, while Anakin has a bit of a smile, which definitely fits the two characters when you compare them to each other. Let's take a look at the next Anakin, who also has a chrome hilt there. This guy is extremely basic. Much more so, they had yellow skin. This guy has the flesh tone, as an Episode 3 Anakin was never made with yellow skin. FYI. But this guy is extremely basic. I don't really know what to think about this hairpiece. Like, considering the timeline, I don't know if they had anything better. Doesn't look too great on him. The head is fine, though. Yeah, it does cover up some of that nice print, the hair, but, yeah, the torso, I'm not too big of a fan of. I definitely think LEGO definitely cut some corners there, you know, with using no detailing there. Could be much better. But one figure I do like is this Obi-Wan Kenobi. Interestingly, as you can see, all three of these guys use the same mold for the hair, at least the same basic idea. Who knows, there may be some slight molding differences in terms of production, but as far as I'm concerned, they're just about the same. Actually, a simple but nice head. You have a little bit of a smirk there. The eyes have no pupils, but it still looks good to me. Once again, nothing on the back. The torso print I do like. It is simple, not as simple as Anakin's, as they spread out some extra lines on there, kind of well. And I like his belt, but I can really appreciate the I really do appreciate the legs though. So, just that different color really, really makes them stand out. So, that are all these guys. So basically the theme with all of these guys is that there's some good and there's some bad. Objectively the worst one is probably this Anakin. But there is really things about all of these. That won't make them as good as normal ones. But really, this Anakin would definitely benefit from more. I'm just using only that black. You know, they shouldn't have used some of that brown color, dark brown color. I think having his arms that color definitely would have spiced it up a bit. Maybe doing something like Obi-Wan here. It's not necessarily a bad minifigure. It could just be done a a lot better, and definitely that hairpiece could potentially be better, but I have to check what was at their disposal at this timeline. If they did not have something better, something like this, shaggy hair like that, anything else, then that is a good choice on their part. But if they do, then that is a bad choice. Besides that, all the Obi-Wans and the one Anakin all have the same hairstyle. I think they just about have the same color. Obi-Wan just seemed to be a little bit of a different color. But, I don't know, it kind of shows you the limitations on molds that these guys had back then. Because they all use very basic things that it kind of looks like Lego, instead of like making a new hairpiece. It just kind of was like, this is the best they could have done. So these are all pretty good minifigures. I think it's cool to take a look at some of the first Jedi, as Jedi are a very popular part of Star Wars and really help shape its canon and likability throughout so many fans. And these are definitely some of the most popular Jedi characters from the prequel, from the the Clone Wars, and before, as this guy is before the Clone Wars, and depending on which scene, this guy. But without further ado, that's gonna do it all for today's video. If you at any point end up enjoying the video, subscription is always appreciated. If you enjoy my content, and I do hope to see you in my next video.